In 1960s Thuthukudi, a gangster's wife, Sandhya, adopts an orphaned infant with a spear-shaped scar on his stomach. She names him Paravel Pari Kannan, raising him lovingly while her husband, Thilagan, refuses to acknowledge the boy. After Sandhya's death, a teenage Pari meets Rukmini at their mother's funeral rites in Varanasi. On their train back to Thuthukudi, when Thilagan is ambushed, Pari saves him, earning Thilagan's reluctant respect. By 1989, Thilagan remarries and has a biological son. Pari remains loyal to him and his criminal empire, though his new wife sees him only as a henchman. Reuniting with Rukmini, now a veterinarian, Pari falls deeply in love. After 4 years of courtship, in 1993 they plan to marry. At their wedding, Pari announces that he is leaving the life of crime. However, Thilagan accuses him of sabotaging a high-stakes arms deal, codenamed Goldfish, involving weapons smuggled for a prime ministerial candidate, Tharman. Pari admits guilt but withholds the location of the cash. Enraged, Thilagan tries to kill Rukmini, but Pari retaliates, severing his hand in the process. He is immediately arrested and imprisoned. Heartbroken by his return to violence, Rukmini leaves him and moves to an undisclosed location. 5 years later in 1998, Pari is promised early release if he fights for a secretive cult. Learning Rukmini is in the Andaman Islands, he escapes custody and heads there. To win her back, he kidnaps chaplain Lali, a comedic therapist, and impersonates him. The real Lali, under duress, plays along. On the island, Pari performs as Lali and reunites with Rukmini, who is unaware of his disguise. The island is ruled by the tyrannical Lord Milton and his son, Freddy, who abuses animals and harasses Rukmini. When Freddy goes too far, Pari violently attacks him. A humiliated Freddy hires a cult leader to capture Pari. Recognizing him, the cult leader informs his boss, Michael, and alerts Thilagan. Michael runs a deadly cult called Rubber Cult with gladiator-style games between the island's rich and the enslaved poor. The matches are rigged, and the losers are fed to crocodiles by Rajavel, Michael's father. Michael exposes Pari's true identity during a comedy show, shocking Rukmini, who walks away in disbelief. Pari accepts her decision and joins the cult. In his first match, Pari's brutal skill stuns the audience. Michael sees him as a star and throws a party to celebrate. There, a drunken Pari lets slip the secret location of the goldfish cache. Later, when attacked by enslaved locals, they spot his scar and realize he is the prophesied child from a local legend, one destined to return a sacred spear of Jada Muni and kill Rajavel. They reveal Pari's true identity. He was born to Pasupati and Lakshmi, islanders who had twins, Pari, who was actually named Jada Muni by his biological parents, and a sister. Fearing Rajavel's wrath, they smuggled Pari to India. He was adopted by Sandhya after his protector was killed. Now aware of his roots, Pari meets his real father, Pasupati. The next day, Pari returns to the arena, fighting for the poor. After winning, he names Michael and Rajavel the weakest, condemning them to death. Pari defeats Michael in a brutal duel but spares his life, humiliating him instead. Pari then storms Rajavel's estate. Rajavel feels insulted of going to be killed by his slaves, so he shoots himself and dies, and Pari reclaims the sacred spear. At Jada Muni's temple, Pari returns the spear to the astrologer and reunites with Pallavi and his twin sister. Rukmini, finally understanding the full truth, reconciles with Pari. He promises her that he has found his Dhammam, his true path, and renounced violence. But the peace is brief. Thilagan, Michael, and Freddy arrive at the temple to kill them. They are shocked to find Pari's family and the islanders aiming bazookas at them. Revealed to be the long-lost goldfish weapons. Thilagan realizes Pari outwitted them all. Pari calmly tells his mother to fire. Lakshmi, now empowered, fires a warning shot, forcing their surrender. The next day, the islanders rejoice in their newfound freedom as Pari and Rukmini finally marry, fulfilling both prophecy and love.